My name is Gillean, and this is my final presentation video for my 20% project, which we've been working on the past couple of weeks. Overall, I'd say it's gone pretty well. Um, some of the successes of my project were that I learned my ability to stay on track and also not to stay on track. It's harder than I thought it'd be to really be hard enough on myself to stay on track nutritionally and just my workouts and everything. And also being able to persevere through like whatever I guess challenges came my way, such as wanting to go out to eat or just opportunity to not just skip working out, and because I was too tired I'd have to make myself go, or just not even go anywhere, just do it at my house and do some sort of physical activity. I was able to become a little healthier. I do feel better. I have more energy, able to stay awake a lot better. I sleep better at night. I wake up less exhausted in the morning. Still tired, but just less exhausted. Were there any hurdles I had to overcome in this project? Yeah. Stuff I had to overcome were scheduling my time around everything that was going on in my life, such as school, homework, and other things that decided to pop up out of nowhere. A main thing was just coming home from school. If I had homework, doing that. And then in the beginning parts of my project, that was all I had to do before really being able to go to the gym. But recently I got a job, so that made things a lot harder because I'd work from 4 to close or 5 to close, which closes 10:30 at night. And I'd get home from school, relax for maybe like 20 minutes, and then have to get dressed and go to work. It took up a lot of my time, and getting home from work at 10 o'clock at night was real difficult because I'd still have homework that needed to be done, and so if I had to do laundry, just chores like that had to be done. And after that, I've probably 11:30 at night. I'd still have to do something to keep on my project, to keep me up to my goal, and do some sort of physical activity. That made it real difficult because most nights I was way too tired to really do anything. Just my amount of time I had in scheduling was a big hurdle for me. But I think overall I was able to just kind of work around it and do what I could to stay on track. Was there a point where I had to stop and readjust my project on a grand scale? No, not a grand scale, but just little things. Some things at one point, just like I said, the time and scheduling, and I guess not really scheduling, just my schedule that I had to accommodate to fit some sort of physical activity in every day, excuse me. I didn't have to readjust on a grand scale because in the end, my project was still the same, my goals stayed the same, and other small details such as nutrition, eating, making sure I ate right, and everything like that. The weaknesses of my project, there were definitely a few of them. Just really staying on track with all my progress and making sure I worked out every single day. If I missed a day, it was real difficult to get back on track because I just figured, hey, missed one day, why go? But I had to keep myself on track and make sure I went and made up the lost day and do everything I could just to keep on a routine and not get out of it, because once you get out of a routine, it's just hard to get back in it. I also had to keep up with eating better, just keeping on schedule with just healthy meals and making sure I had something healthy to eat. Definitely was a challenge most times, just because I had my friends or whatever, or my dad or just family, they wanted to go out to dinner one night or a couple nights, and I'd go, and it'd just be a struggle sometimes to find something that was still like, I wouldn't feel like I was, I guess, going against my project and my progress. But there were some times where if we went to Whataburger or something, I'd just get a cheeseburger. But I'm just gonna say that didn't count. Eating better was definitely a weakness. I had the constant temptation to just fast food all the time, or snacks here and there like chips or stuff like that, and that was honestly the biggest part and the hardest part of it. The most important thing I learned throughout this project, um, honestly, the overall most important thing that I learned is that without a strong willpower and like sense of dedication, I guess, it's real hard to keep yourself on a track of your goal. Um, Over the course of this project, I've learned that in order to really improve my physical well-being and health and everything, I'd have to be very dedicated with just making sure once again that I ate healthy and working out regularly, making sure I didn't just sit around and just do nothing and sit on my butt and do nothing beneficiary to my health. Most important thing was just again scheduling. That was another thing I learned to better do. Just in general of everything, just learning to manage my time a lot better. Um, Definitely had some tough times where I didn't know how I was going to get everything in, but I managed to anyways. Didn't matter if I was up till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd still get it done. Um, I've learned that in really to do what's needed to be done, you just have to push yourself, honestly. And that's what I had to do, and that's what I did. Um, if I was to sign this again in the future, and I had the chance to do it differently, would I? If I was to sign this project again, I would probably do something different. If I would probably do something different. But if I pick the same topic again, um, I'd probably just figure out ways to do things different. Maybe not be so strict on myself as far as like eating. I know that's a big part of being healthy, but it was just hard most times to find. to It was just hard sometimes to find something that was real healthy. Um, uh, if I chose something else, it would have to be because this project at times was kind of difficult because what I wanted to do wasn't really possible in the time frame we had. Um, the outcome I got wasn't as much as I wanted. Um, if I could do it over again, I would definitely do something with the ability to have a much more like noticeable outcome in a shorter amount of time, like the time we were given. Because the project I chose, the outcome is really months upon months of work and just dedication to really show like noticeable results. Um, what would I grade myself, and do I feel like I succeeded in my project? The grade I would give myself isn't the highest grade possible. It would be somewhere in the middle, just not failing, but not like an A plus or whatever. I believe that in the end result, as far as this deadline goes, I didn't complete my goal. I didn't get exactly where I wanted to be because I didn't dedicate myself 100% like I should have. I tried my best, but there were quite a few times where I just kind of strayed away from it and didn't eat like I was supposed to, or some nights I was just too tired and I said, "Oh, I'll make up for it tomorrow," and I never really did. Um, I was looking to achieve by this point just some, I guess, unrealistic goal of being, oh hey, real noticeable difference, a lot better shape, just I guess stronger or just noticeable difference. The original goal, or I guess checkpoint I had by this time, was a little unreasonable. I had planned, it was a little bit out of reach, but I planned to be in a lot better shape, a lot more noticeable shape, like I said, than I am. Yeah, I do feel better. I am a little better shape, just more energy, just basic stuff like that. I believe if I had more time until the presentation of this project, that I would do a lot better. But for the time frame I had, I believe I did do okay in realistic view of things. But in the goal that I had set for myself was a little too high and out of reach. But I feel like I did okay. Um, I could have done better, but with what I had and the time frame I had, I believe that the outcome was decent, and my ending result was pretty good for the time frame I had. And that's the end of my presentation video, TED Talk, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, thanks for watching.